Really sad news that broke last week. Popular Kwaito singer from Durban, group Big Nuz, Sibusiso Khoma, known to his fans as AR Mashesha, sadly passed away on Friday night. The news, of course, comes months of a death hoax about Khoma on social media. DJ Tira announced on his Twitter account that the Umlilo hitmaker died after he had gone for an operation and then complications were reported. We're joined now by the founder of the group and owner of recording company Afrotainment, DJ Tira. DJ Tira, thank you very much for being with us here on Morning Live, and please accept our condolences on the parting of your fellow partner, I suppose.
Yeah, hey, yeah, good morning, Lian. Hope you okay there?
Yeah, we're all good,
yeah,
we're all good. But it's not a nice time for you, is it?
No, we're trying to deal with the situation. I mean, it came to the shock. We're launching the album the same weekend. I mean, Big Nuz album was coming out the following day, and we're hoping that, you know, he's gonna soon recover and join us as we promote the album because he had worked hard on this album as well, but unfortunately the man decided that it's time to go to his place of rest now.
Yeah. Did you feel it was the right thing to do to launch the album even with his passing? Was it perhaps maybe not a little bit too fresh, or did you feel this was almost in honor of him?
We thought, you know, let's just do it and to celebrate his life because already we had planned that the same weekend we had already advertised and our fans were already waiting to come and join us as we launched the album. So we thought in his spirit, let's celebrate his life because he had worked hard also on the album. I'm sure he would love us to continue and present the album, but we thought that after that, because we're going to have a radio tour, let's then come back to Durban and shut down everything and come and mourn and prepare to put him at his place of rest.
Yeah, it's amazing when you read articles about him now and you read about his legacy, because that unfortunately is where we're at right now, is the impact that he made. And many people saying that AR Mesha put Durban music on the map. Do you agree with this statement?
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I met Big Nuz 2007. At the time, they were hustling in Joburg, just trying to break into the music industry. They had an album, but they were not really recognized. And it was AR Mashesha's voice and his rapping skills that I fell in love with, you know. So he really made me fall in love with Big Nuz. And I called the guys, you know what, hey guys, I think you're very talented, you know, you've got some cool rapping skills, your writing skills are on another level. Yeah. Why don't you come to Durban and let's try and do something. I'm also opening a record company called Afrotainment this side. Let's just try, maybe something will work out. And yeah, after that, you know, Big Nuz became one of the biggest Kwaito groups ever in South Africa.
I mean, it was huge. I don't think there's a South African who doesn't know, if you're not familiar with their music, but Umlilo was the biggest track, I imagine, from them. I mean, scooping awards in 2010, Album of the Year, Best Single. I mean, this really, it's a big loss to the industry. How big do you think this loss is?
Yeah, it is really big, because Big Nuz will never be the same without AR Mashesha. I mean, as you're saying that they did some great songs. I mean, you will level Umlilo with the likes of Mandoza, Kalagata, a song that you can play at any dance floor, and it just fills up the dance floor for any kind of race. So yeah, it is a loss, because these are the guys that helped us to put Durban on the map, who opened a lot of doors for guys that are doing this kind of music now in nowadays. So it is a great loss.
How are the other two members of Big Nuz doing at this point? Mashesha and Danger, are they coping? Are they doing okay?
I haven't seen much of them, because obviously we're busy trying to put together the funeral. But they so down. Their spirits are really, really down. You know, we can't even post about the album that we're excited about. We can't, and we just keep on listening to the album and hearing his voice on the album. I mean, there's a song called Hallelujah on the album where the things that he says there on the record, you could feel that, okay, this guy is like, maybe he was ready telling us that, guys, I might be leaving you soon.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think is going to be the future of Big Nuz? I mean, can it continue without him? I mean, that his voice is just so recognizable and so much a part of Big Nuz. What's going to happen?
Well, all the guys, they contribute to make Big Nuz, but obviously Big Nuz is going to continue do more albums. Okay. We will miss AR Mesha definitely. His space, no one can ever fulfill, Yeah. So, but the group will continue to release albums, but it will never be the same. But we just need to be strong and think of him every time we do music, and he will like Big Nuz to stay strong as well. So we'll do it in his spirit.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about that spirit, because you, of course, being the owner of the record company that Big Nuz is under, I mean, how will you, I suppose, keep his legacy going?
Well, already, I mean, I've had a call. I've had calls from different producers around Durban who also like to do a tribute on AR Mashesha, and we also had a lot of material that we had recorded with him, which we hadn't really released. So maybe we might just go back and see what we can do so that at least his legacy continues, to try and do music around his brand, around his name, and just people will still hear possible maybe AR Mashesha's voice on other brand new music still to come.
Yeah. When I said in the introduction, when you announced on your Twitter account that he had passed away, I mean, there were so many hoaxes prior to this. That must have been an awful time for you and for his fellow band members to have to read about all these hoax deaths on Twitter. I mean, what did you make of those? What was the story with all of that in the lead up to this?
I mean, AR Mesha has not been well for quite some time. And I mean, we knew that at some point in time, I mean, this operation that he had that morning, it was one operation that he had to do in order, hopefully, if everything goes well, he's going to recover and regain his health and then come back better than ever. But unfortunately, people can be horrible sometimes. Every time when AR Mesha goes to a hospital, then they start speculating and they start saying all these nasty things. But yeah, I mean, as a group, as the record label, we had to stay strong. And I mean, he will come back. We do sessions in studio. We record music. You can see that he's okay. Although he's not that well, but he's getting better. And we were like, okay, now really let's just focus and do things the right way. Yeah. And we need you back, because it's it's not easy. Going to every interviews, and the first thing that they ask you if he's not around, hey, where's AR Mesha? Hey, where's AR Mesha? Yeah. And fans, they will ask us every time when he's not around with the group, where's AR Mesha? So we just had to do things right, and hopefully we were hoping that he's going to regain his health and come back fully, and yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately wasn't to be, but it just shows you how difficult social media can be, and it's a dangerous space to be in, it really is. Yeah, it can be good, but it can be bad at the same time. I know that there were reports that the details for the funeral, the memorial service would be released after consultations with the family. Do you have any details, anything that you've sort of they've got planned at this point?
Yeah, we're looking at having the memorial service on Thursday at City Hall in Durban, and we're looking at having the funeral on Saturday at King's Wellington Stadium. We just want to confirm the venues that they are really available, because obviously yesterday was a holiday and we couldn't get proper confirmations, but we are working on those confirmations, and if the venues are available, then it will go as we had planned. If maybe they're not, then we might have to change the venues, but those are the days that we wanted to do the memorial service and the funeral.
Okay, so today you should obviously get more details once you're in contact with them and
Yes.
to see the availability. So Thursday, City Hall, Durban is
Yes.
hoped to be
Yes.
the venue for the memorial service.
Yes.
Do you have times at this point?
3 o'clock.
Okay, so that'll 3 o'clock on Thursday, and then on Saturday, just tell us again, if possible, the details.
Yeah, Saturday we are looking at having the funeral at KwaZulu-Natal Stadium,
Yes.
which is at Umlazi.
Okay.
Although I can't really confirm the times.
Indeed.
But that's the venue that we want to use.
Okay, so no confirmation on the time as yet. DJ Tira, I know there's not much anybody can say at this point except that his music will live on. And I mean, when you saw the tweets coming in from so many people, that just showed you how much they loved him and how much of an impact his music made here in South Africa. And he'll be sorely missed. But thank you for talking to us.
Thank you so much. And thanks to all those people that has been sending us messages. They really do help. They really make us strong. As you know that social networks can be horrible sometimes. So that one positive message that we get, that you send to us, we really appreciate it. And it just shows that there are people there who really love AR Mashesha and who really loved AR Mashesha, and hopefully they will continue support his legacy. Indeed.
Thank you so very much for talking to us here on the program. DJ Tira, the founder of Big Nuz, he's under their record label Afrotainment, that Big Nuz release their albums now, and it's amazing how, I suppose, what they've been dubbed at as the group that made Kwaito famous and popular once again, and the passing of Sibusiso AR Mashesha last Friday. So you heard the details. Thursday, memorial service, all still to be confirmed though, but this is what they're hoping at 3 o'clock on Thursday, memorial service at the Durban City Hall. And then of course in Umlazi, at the stadium there in Umlazi, I think it's the KwaZulu-Natal Stadium, that Saturday will be the funeral. They're not sure of timing as yet, but we will let you know, and no doubt they'll let us know once it's all been confirmed. Let's take a break with this music.
Umphakathi awusiza ntusho nabanzi